Yeah. So obviously I've spoken to the brigadier about it. I've spoken to the Prime Minister about it. I've been considering this one for a while. After getting some opinions from them, I'm now going to open it to the table. Simply put, I'm looking at potentially the end of 7th Gen. There's multiple reasons for this. I'll go through them. And I'm gonna get rid of the first thing people are gonna think too is gonna be War Rookie's video. That's not it. In fact, it's actually been listed, and no matter what the outcome of this meeting really is, I'm going to continue fighting that one to get it taken down because there's a load of things now which are factually daft. But that is the here nor the end of this meeting. First one, Red Dead as a platform is it's decayed. Somehow something can decay past the corpses beyond me, but here we are. Desiccation, that's the word. It is desiccated. It has been abandoned by Rockstar, which we've all known, and the community is horrid. We can't get a single semi-decent interaction with anybody. The thing which mars our members these days, innocent people, is two incidents from 3 years ago which keep coming up. There is no new future for W in that sense. I don't think there's a new future for anything on Red Dead in that sense. And I don't think it's fair on the members to keep repeating and repeating the hostility to this community. We have a good group here, not just in this room, but in this clan. People who want to be here, people who want to work on something, a project. And believe me, it is rough, very rough to suggest. I mean, it took about 15 minutes to even want to, discuss it with Grooves and Money. I need to look at more than just W's name. I need to look at the people. What can be started? Truthfully, my time in clans might be unfortunately limited as is. I mean, for people who may or may not know, I'm looking at going to the military. When I go in that for the first 15, 16, 20 weeks, I'm going to be gone. And I want to make sure I can leave behind something which can continue. And I don't know if Red Dead's that. Open heart, honestly, I'm scared for that. I know this, no matter what we do, there's sacrifice. No matter if we look for a new pasture, if we stay here, there's something is sacrificed. Look, I'll be open honest. Myself and the brigadier have spoken on this. He disagrees. He wants to stay. Fair to him in that. Some of you in this room may want to stay. Some of you may want to go wherever to a new plane. That is your decision. But we all must consider our own sides and what we truly believe to be better for the group we would, as a whole. For its people, maybe for the name, but I think the name in Red Dead, W had, the community itself's gone, but W's name's never going to come back. It's going to be the same thing. I think regardless, once I'm gone, I think W's name will go with me, even if I kept it open till the military. I think everyone's been thinking, why haven't we branded? Why haven't we branded? We haven't rebranded because of the old name, because the work people had put in. But they put in a different community with different people. W used to be feared, third, fourth gen. The stubbornness, the sheer stubbornness we had in fights would stop people coming to fight us because they knew they weren't going to get a quick hour murder. We would stick in for 9. That's not the community we have anymore. What's left is booters and scum of the earth. No, there is no honor. Any fight we're going to go into is just going to be who stays the longest. And I'm sorry to say, as British, as the majority British and Irish here, we're bugged in that sense. The Americans can stay up past our bedtimes. And that's what fights this community seems to become. We have to fight a desperate media war, which about 100 people on Instagram watch aside, and 50 of them are our members. Is this what we want to continue? This is what our members deserve. My intention, and I'll state my intention clear, I will continue to fight for W while I'm here. I'm going to fight the Warwalkie thing. In case you haven't noticed, the video is already unlisted. That's from my work. That's from Money's work helping me. I'm going to continue fighting that. But I am considering new pastures. However, there's another side. I intend to be fully fair at this meeting. I know the Brigadier currently has the plan and the belief to stay. I'm going to let him speak, and then we're going to discuss possibility forward, because the key thing is, even if we disagree with different people's ideas, we do as best as we can, as much as we can for every and all sides. Once it's comfy. So, Brigadier, I'm going to open. That's all right. I'm going to open. Your time to speak. Go ahead.
Right. Each and every single one at this table, I've worked hard with, regardless of who you are, regardless for how long I've known you. We've all worked hard to ensure that this generation has continued as successful as it has. We've definitely had its ups and downs, but right now, we're at a very solid and strong point. Now, what I don't want to happen, alright, and we've seen it before. No, this is no disrespect, but we need to consider all avenues. Like last gen, we'll take for example. The higher ups got bored, shut down, went to
GTA.
different game, clan died. Year later, 7th gen opens. We've worked tirelessly together, forming bonds and friendships, and an unbreakable loyalty to each other, not just the name WE. The loyalties that we have to each other are far stronger than the loyalties that we have to the name WE. Regardless of what happens with the name WE, we will always be there together, supporting each other, even if it's under a new name, new structure in the system, new leadership. What I don't want to happen is I don't want to see the bonds that we've made and the friendships that we've made and the accomplishments that we've had, the nights that we've spent up all night recruiting and fighting and considering the future of the clan. I don't want it all to be gone. I just don't want that to happen. So, and I know, General, one of the things that you wanted is if I did take WE, that you'd want the name to just stay. By the end of the day, the name WE, regardless of how many people have joined and how many people have made a difference and an impact in WE, it will always be seen as Commando Bane's clan. And regardless of, what Hex's position was, he will always be called, will be known as pedos and rapists. So rebrand is absolutely necessary, but we're not hiding from it. No, we're not hiding from it because we're keeping our past achievements and accomplishments. We're keeping the same people we had before. Alright, if people want to go, okay. If they want to try a new avenue, a new approach to their milsim career, okay, that's up to them. But at the end of the day, well, in a second, I'll just get a quick show of sidearms in the air. How many of you feel the same way as me? That we shouldn't fucking close. That we shouldn't just give up on what the fuck we've done for the past fucking 9 months. What we've built, what we've created. It just doesn't need to happen. Biggie, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you listening?
Yeah, I'm just on the line. I'm just listening to both sides.
Okay. Right. Okay, Bill. Thank you for that. Look, the work that's been put into WE in the past is certainly impressive. The generations in a different community is exactly that. It was a different community, and while I agree the community is far different, it's definitely far from dead. maybe as the same 10 mil sims that you see around. And those 10 mil sims, you've got thousands of people. Thousands of people who know our name, who know never mind their name, know the individuals in this clan and what we can do. The fact that we are all together, in fact, that we hold each other to such a high regard in this community. The fact that everyone knows what we've done, what we can do. There's just no point. In my opinion, there's no point in giving up on what we've done. That's it. I just ask that you think hard on the subject. And that's all I really have to say.
Very good. Truthfully, it's a good show, and I'm actually quite proud that every one of you, wants to see it through. Myself and the Brigadier have disagreements, but I think I totally, I stand by and I respect his opinion on it. The matter, I think it's quite a well one. I disagree on the rebrand, but I mean, well, you all know, been W since first gen. It's truthfully, I think we all deep down know. Maybe it would be best to leave me behind in the rebrand. I am W after all, I guess, in this sense right now.
But it's not as if we're going to leave you behind. I mean, you want to move on to newer pastures anyway. And build something that you can leave behind that will stay on a game that won't be left behind. Which is totally fine. I understand that. But right now, the way I'm set in RDR. I love the challenge. The community is fucking despicable as it is. In a fucked up way, I do love it. I enjoy it. Because it's a challenge. Like, at the end of the day, Milsim's my hobby. And it's a hobby of everyone here. And it's become a bit more than that, actually, of recent. In fact, it's become a bit of a pride. Not that I'd put on a CV, but
I've considered it sometimes. Oh, yes. Why do you think you should take over command of the British Army? Well, you see, WE.
W went hard.
No, yeah,
Send
sadly,
them a link to the Sons of Wargaming.
sadly, they never respond to my office application when I mention W on it. But hey ho.
I was there at the slave planes that day.
Look,
Alright, but in all seriousness, continue.
Yeah. My current stance still will be, before any rebrand, is the Sons of War matter need to be solved, which is my job. Apologies, rough throat. I blame Dell. And it should stay as W while that matter's being sorted. Otherwise, whatever you build, it will follow. And the last thing I want is for that to follow. If you guys are staying here, I intend to set the stage the best. I mean, it's rough. Part of me does wish it could continue, but even now I know that, let's be honest, let's say I stayed till my application went through, W would still die with me anyway. It's clear from that vote at the table, and obviously who'll be taking over, what's going to happen to it. That being said, I may consider still end up having my own little thing go forward. Maybe this is where I depart for the better for the group, is I take W with me. And truthfully, I really didn't want to. I walked into this meeting like I do not want to say these things. Because again, as the Brigadier said, he's absolutely right in the hard work you've all done. I mean, I've seen it from first generation. I've seen the names. Some of the names from third gen are sitting at this table. Money, Grievous, you two are the first example. Fourth gen, fifth gen, names have added on, and even in seventh gen, we've got new names who have worked just as hard as people in the past. All to this project I myself has been since started. It's heartwarming. And despite your opinion of Bane or MOG, I think they would say the same. I honestly do. But if a W is to die when I lose, well, hand over command, I think it's best it's done in proper consideration. I will probably end up giving out my offer to people who wish to follow me, which I think they should at least have a right to. I don't think anyone can argue on that. If they wish to go to a new area, so be it. But any move we do should be peaceful. There should be no hostilities, because then we've all worked the project.
I agree.
I would ask that at least have a bit of a talk in what goes forward. Maybe some parts of W can survive to whatever you make next.
I was
What we
thinking,
consider.
I don't view it more as like a WB dying as you go. It's not. I don't think you're a martyr in that sense. I think it's more being passed on to be sculpted into a different thing as the community evolves and changes. And obviously, like you said, we've added so many new names to the table that it's not the same clan. It's not the same community. It's barely even like nothing is the same from what it has been. And if you decide that it's your time, I don't think that saying it's dying is the right term. I think it's more of a passing it down, and that whatever we do next would be more of like a kindred spirit to WE. But also there are things that have to be left behind in the past. At least that's my viewpoint on what a transition is, not a death.
You're quite right. I think the difference we have is perspective. I mean, it's no offense. Like, you're quite new to this, not new to the scenes and new, but very new. Whereas I've been from first gen. I guess for me, I suppose this is what it feels like to be the last of the Romans. Apart from myself and money, first gen's gone. Red Dead 1's gone. This is what it feels like. I mean, maybe this is what it felt like for the people in the West itself. I don't mean to get philosophical, but you are the next generation. And in fact, if some form continues unfolding Red Dead, that does make me quite happy. But no, I'm glad all of you today have stood this table, wanting to stay. Whatever comes after WE is something we'll have to come after. I think it can go strong with this team here. Okay, may I call a temporary recess where I just keep the Brigadier and the Prime Minister? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Just head into the waiting room.
Lieutenant Colonel, pull everybody else into a party.
Aye, I'll do that.
Do we go to the waiting room or do we wait here?
Yeah, just jump into the waiting room.
Right. I'll get you lads in a different part in a moment.
That was very heartwarming to see, actually.
No, never would be the case. Like, every person here is dedicated a lot of their life. Never mind like time. It's like life to this. And
It's
I don't
funny
wanna
how
see
me
it.
and you, in a weird way, have reversed positions from our last talk on this type of topic.
Yeah.
But look, the W name will have to go down. It's the only way for you guys to get a break from it.
Yeah.
It's given me some ideas, however. Give me some ideas. No, I mean it's actually quite hard to express how happy I am that they stood by it. It means we did well. All the hard work, all the sleepless nights, we did well because in return it was paid back in that. Apologies. It's a fairly emotional topic.
Yeah, I can understand.
What would you make after WA?
What would I make? Well, the structure that W has is pretty unrivaled.
It's perfect.
As in its
7
way.
generations of refining have made this.
So how would I change it? The only thing it would change is cosmetically. Names, fucking uniforms, buildings, titles. But at the end of the day, like, as the structure W is being honed and sharpened, and what I would call close to perfect, if not already perfect, because it works well, and well, it really is just close to my heart as well. But you were talking about how you'd like some things to stay, so. But what are you thinking?
I mean, you could probably get away with keeping some of the uniforms.
Keep your ranger uniform.
Well, I'll speak on that in a bit. What you plan to do government-wise, military-wise, and emperor-wise? I'm curious.
Well,
I'll point out War has yet to throw his back in, so I ask you judge him as what he was going to be, not anything else.
even if like War does stay, probably would get the position, until he doesn't want it anymore, and then I'll put someone else there. Obviously I would go up. I would be in your position. I'd probably bring up. Well, I know Charlie will probably just go where the commandos go. So if you guys are heading off to newer pastures, it's bye-bye to him. So, if I'm all honest, the Joker would be my second. I mean, me and him have been close for a year or so now. I trust him completely. We can see each other's viewpoints and we get along well. Ego would probably go with you guys as well. So there is a lot of room for like maneuvering and stuff. As for government, government would need to collapse for a little bit. Obviously, if all the commandos go, because they hold up the majority of the government. Slate, money, twist.
Slate's
I
already
don't know why I said slate.
Yeah, he's
money
civilian.
and
Yeah.
twist.
I got rid of
but
that already. He
money,
doesn't
you're
count.
the prime minister, head of foreign affairs. No one does your job better. So if someone was trying to follow over your footsteps, they'd have a hell of a lot of fucking filling in to do. You've got your finger in every pie, so you'd need to start on that from scratch.
You can't
Well,
have
we'll
Turtle
see
either.
about
I'm
it.
keeping him.
Hmm?
I'm keeping Turtle. You can't take him.
You're taking Turtle with you? That's fine.
Yeah.
He's just not allowed to transfer. Sorry, denied.
No, he can't. He's not allowed.
It's
Turtle
illegal.
can stay in government. What is he, junior minister? What?
He wants to be
It's not
propaganda, but we'll see. I guess.
Well, if he wants to be minister of propaganda, I would let him do it, honestly. Because it is a more laid back role.
It is, yeah.
That's how it is. Prime Minister is definitely a role that I'll need to heavily consider. I'll just sit down with the people who are closest to me, who I'll trust to rely to run the clan, alongside me, and we'll discuss it in the future. But if there's anything that you need or you would like to stay the same, I'd definitely do it or keep it in heavy consideration.
I need to
consider.
I need to consider where I take myself with this. I mean,
Like at the end of the day, like us three, we've stand at this table. It reminds me of like when we first opened police. It was us three. Me and Money. We were recruited at the same time. Like It is definitely a bit of an emotional one. I won't lie. I mean, it is moving on to newer pastures.
It is, and this would probably be the last one. Like there will be no 8th gen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
this
the
is-
only thing I disagree with what you said is there would never be an eighth gen.
yeah. No, there wouldn't be an 8th gen. No, but what I would build, I'm making sure that regardless of what happens, it stays. Because we've got the most loyal cunts that I've ever seen on this game. They're regardless of friendship and whatever, we'll just stick by the group. People think the group comes first, and for that, that is what I want to stay for. No, I want to continue leading in the future. I mean, shit, even myself, I've come a long way from when I first started. I mean, I could never even be arsed doing any officer shit. I was just content being a shit talking dragoon or ranger. Wasn't even until fairly recent, even this gen, I was considering not becoming an officer, and fucking look at this.
Okay, I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do with whatever scraps I get. I've had a few ideas. As I said, what matters first, I need to settle the War Wilkie situation.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna deal with Sons of War before any move happens. Otherwise, it will follow you. I've got that plan in action. Need some time in it. You will need to start considering your redraft structure. Once it gets to that point, obviously we'll discuss it. I by then should decide. I've decided what I'm going to try for my new pasture. And then we'll float. We'll float the announcements and give people the choice.
You would probably be going as well, wouldn't you, Money?
Probably, yeah.
Would you be able to give them some help with admin stuff before you do money?
Discord's fairly simple, but yeah, there would be a couple of things.
I was going to
imagine.
say we would probably archive the 7th gen Discord.
I see.
There would need to be the separation even Discord. You won't be able. We'd have to remove any possible link that way.
Well, if we could just clone the server, we could just clone the server, put it in a new one, and we'll transfer it in
put
the new
it
one.
put it in a
'Cause there'll
new
be a
one,
fresh slate as
transfer,
well.
and then plus all the inactive stuff can get ditched. And then obviously we can restructure it for you. I'm considering something, but I need more time on it. I might I need to see who I have to work with.
What are you thinking?
I might open a side venture, keep a side venture open on Red Dead. It's my own little personal team of rangers.
I see.
Just run it as a thing. Who knows? Right. Let's bring them in. Let's continue this meeting.
Okay. I'll do that.
Apologies, we were taking photos.
That's right. Do I get my hand, get everyone in here?
Yeah, sound. Ya's gone AFK, by the way.
Of course, yes.
Of course. I'll send him an invite though, anyways. Do you want me to drag him into the meeting room?
No, we can join us when he's.
No.
Sound.
Well, after long consideration, we've decided we're actually going to sacrifice RMP Tunde to the gods and hope for a load of members in return. So
Praise the Lord.
we're gonna make a big fire and throw them on it, and then do some dances around it. See what happens.
Sounds like another Tuesday.
I'm straight. Oh fuck God, Tuesday. Okay. So plan of action for now. The ship's going to continue as normal, as if W's going on forever. During this, I'm going to sort the Warwalker situation. That is my most important last job to make sure it doesn't follow what's new. I'm going to work with directly Grievous to basically help instruction whatever he's got planned new. Not going to make my announcement just yet, and we're going to keep this to the table. When it gets to that point, we'll basically at the same time we'll give them the option of where they want to go. Once all the skeletons are clock, once I'm sorted, we'll plan that. Who knows? Maybe Faces will stick around after, or we'll see. But it will be the end of 7th Gen. It will be the end of W. We start something new. Are you having fun, Del? You're assaulting ideas with your illness.
I'm very listening right now.
Cool.
Just threw up hella yogurt and fucking Cheerios. That's all I've eaten the last 24 hours.
Try toast. Anyway.
I did. That stayed down, actually.
Okay. Oh, Brigadier, do you want to start discussions now, or do you want to leave it?
Well, we can do. So, going forward, obviously the plan is to rebrand. So we would rebrand. The thing that would stay in general is the structure. Like in my opinion, the structure is solid. Like, and by structure, I mean like the physical, like the actual structure and how the clan runs, not like the names or anything cosmetic like that. It's just that it has been honed, and it's true that the balance of government and a couple of different names and divisions and the like are definitely, definitely elite, and they work, and there's no need to change them. But what would get changed around is the names, maybe the function of a few divisions. But what I'm going to do is we'll just open up the table for discussion here. We'll kind of just go through everything. So, with a rebrand and the majority of the commandos and their followers moving to a different platform, government is going to be fucking obliterated, basically. So we need to start thinking about not happening. We keep. I think Turtle, if he stays, he could go to Minister of Propaganda. But we need to think about a new Prime Minister, a new Prime Minister is Foreign Affairs, but then obviously Internal Affairs as well. We need to seriously have a long think on that one. And
Why would
open up
Turtle go to propaganda? Why not Internal Affairs?
because that's just what Turtle wants to do.
Interesting. He's never
Yeah.
touched it.
I would push for Dal to be the Prime Minister. He's had the experience before and knows what he's doing in the community.
Alright, I'll take it into consideration. Anyone else got any ideas? Cool. Then we've got Internal Affairs. I was thinking maybe like Eggy or something.
I was actually going to say I could as well.
Because at the end of the day, you're a hard ass.
I'm not really big. I'm not really big ops with anyone either, so I'm not going to cause troubles.
Yeah. However, you would need to stay completely unbiased and follow the rules and the laws that we have in place. As for the laws, we'll talk about it in the future, but I don't see any need to change them.
Nope.
You know, I know a couple of people want to make some adjustments to the blacklist and stuff, but we'll also work on that in the future when the time comes. And oh, I've been added. Let's go.
It's a difficult situation for a reason. That's why they're on the
Who you
blacklist.
been added by?
Fucking Kirksel.
Welcome for fuck's sake.
What do you mean?
Did you see he
And-
left? Oh, have you seen he left both group chats?
Yeah, that. If they spawn
Okay.
in anyway, where are they gonna climb up here?
Make sure
Back-
to move your
Gonna
wagon.
blast it. It's already gone.
Actually, what
Sorry.
we were
Will I
talking
go and
about.
make sure it's gone?
Yeah.
No, it's gone. I can't see it on the map.
That's
If
crazy.
if
No,
need
but I'm
be,
gonna check.
if I got prime minister, I could help with a lot of internal stuff because I think like what does prime minister like actually do for real?
Oh,
It's
oh,
all foreign affairs.
dangerous.
It's all
Listen.
media and
With Prime Minister, one thing I think would be good for Dal to be Prime Minister is he can get on with a lot of people. And no offense to yourself, Grievous, you're either likable or you're not. And for the most of people in the community, you're a cunt. So I think it's better if
stand
Dal
by me.
taking it.
Well, it runs in the family. Me and him are cousins after all.
Thank God. So, yeah. Again, I'll take any consideration. Charlie will go wherever the commanders go. So, Joker, you will be my second.
Right.
You will be the Deputy Supreme Commander on my staff as Commander of the Army. So, with that being said, we'll need someone to uphold the rifles. Obviously, there's still time to make it happen, but we do have a good couple people who could do the job. Dell, Snub, both of them are up for consideration of it. Obviously, the rifles need to keep, or well, whatever the rifles end up becoming by name, will need to keep yourselves.
Yo, yo.
Hello?
What's up?
What up, Brink?
This is an officers meeting. Do I need to leave?
It's indeed an officers meeting. Who invited you?
It's open.
It's open. Money's on mine. Thought I'd join up.
No. If you could give us a point, that'd be great.
Sweet.
Thanks.
2 seconds.
As far as
Dolores.
the infantry or the rifles, I think Snub is a better fit to take that because he's more similar in leadership style to Joker than I am. I've said that to Joker before that I'm a good exo for an infantry division, but I'm too aggressive with like an actual like command role. I make a good exo. I think Snub has more of like a managerial style that he's got from Joker passed down to Yaya, which is why B Company's been so solid, like managing and organization wise. So I think that's where my vote goes as far as that.
Okay. Cool. Moving on again. Obviously, we don't need to come up with the names right now, but we'll think about it in the future. Hold votes on the names, take a little poll on what people think it should be. Send me an
Abyss
invite money,
Fiction
but
Cockdom.
it's invalid or expired on Discord.
Tunde, you're at an officers meeting. Eat something. Your
He
character's
was
like a
doing this
bag of
yesterday
shit.
as well.
I've only got alcohol and cigarettes on me.
Average
done that
French
really
breakfast.
quick then,
Average
haven't
French breakfast.
First officer meeting. What a good impression.
Basic standards, Tunde. Keep them up.
Okay, sorry.
He's rocking up with Amber Leaf and fucking and Jack Daniels. No way.
Light of a rifle officer.
Yeah, so again, division names need to get sorted. Whether we honestly keep everything, or we just have that's a topic for a different time. But names need to figure them out. Imperial family, if war is going to stick around, we'll accept them. Like, no beef. If he wants to stay, he can stay. Like, that's non-negotiable. That's not even like from them. That's from me.
Random.
Name?
There's V Ripper. There's no wagon there, leave him.
V Ripper C. Let's take a look at this guy's profile.
It's gone anyway.
Level 38. Alt account. God bless.
Vespasian spy.
Also, first thing I'm going to make fucking abundantly clear is we're actually not scrapping VK immediately. Please, for the love of God. Like, if they fuck with us, they fuck with us. But I'm actually not hunting them down like dogs. Unless they actually start shit again.
Comrade is free from the WE cuck chair by proxy. Let's go.
He paid me money.
I do think it would be worth, though, as well, that's why I'm saying get Dal's PM, because, no offense, Grievous, you can negotiate like a fucking terrorist. You have to have something a hostage. As much as we know Comrade will probably fuck off eventually, having VK as an ally, or a close associate with still on good terms, would be fucking brilliant for us.
That's another thing we can obviously consider, is actually bringing the Milsim community together again, instead of just leaving each and every Milsim fucking fig reefers by themselves, and that's the extent of it. They train by themselves, fig reefer by themselves. Promote some friendly and positive interaction in the community again. Try and turn it into not what it used to be, because let's be real, it's not going to happen. The community's not going to be what it used to be, but it can definitely be something new.
You're not the first person to suggest that. You won't be the last either.
Exactly.
I think we have the best shot of doing it, though, because it really
You have the
is.
best shot of doing it. You have the discipline of 7 generations of fucking moulding from WA. You can then, if you do it right, and I'm going to help make sure it's done right, you manage to lose all the W stigma. You'll have the biggest shot from the community. You'll have VK behind you if you pull it off right. Fuck Iron Company. And
Iron Company's not even a Milsim. It won't be a Milsim for much longer.
Yeah, but you have that chance of fuck Odin. Please don't live Odin. I beg you. Back down and go shut down Odin for a go. But look, you do have the chance to make a community again. Consider it.
Okay, right, with that being said, we'll talk a bit more on the subject in the future, but was there anything that you personally wanted to keep in the clan? Say bye.
I'm gonna see whether your planning goes. I may have another idea for where I take myself. But I'm gonna see what happens and see if it fits into place. If it fits in the jigsaw, so be it. If not, well, we'll see. Del, you seem to have been slated for PM, you unfortunate bastard. My advice, take advantage of money while you've got him. Gain any tricks you can from him. Not only from myself, but how he served as Prime Minister in the Bay and second to none skills. He'll give you the basics of how to operate more than just discipline, more than just negotiations, because you are the biggest representative of your group externally. You're one of its biggest information gatherers, and you need to do that properly. Get the facts from him. Whoever's going to be leading the main core infantry, listen to Joker. He's been doing it now. He's doing an excellent job. Obviously, he's going to be moving to essentially commander of the army. He's not going to be able to do it for you anymore. Take advantage of that skills. While Nix is around, I don't know if you can have something like Dragoon Guard. Consider what he's being good at. There's plenty of skills there. Take advantage while they're around. Grievous, you've done plenty of job in learn how to command. I think you do a fine job. So I'm not even going to bother saying, come ask me questions. But you know you can if you wish. There's something really good you guys have set up here, and I think you might be able to turn this sour negative into a positive. You've got one shot, and when the split's made or when the change is made, whatever happens, you need to take that momentum and run with it. Because something I would tell you, you grow or you die. If you stagnate at the start, you will wither and die quickly. So all you'll get is W woes. You need to be successful in that breakaway. Use the new momentum, take it far. Drive yourself as far as you can to get yourself to a stable position, then rest. But don't rest on your laurels completely. These are the talks I've heard every generation we've made, and it's what we've stuck to. It's how we got every generation off the floor. Same strategy. So Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but sometimes Sanity works. This will be a bit of a craft project over a few days, which I'll be helping out with much I can, of course. Bruce will be leading because he's going to be taking over. You may notice gradually I might try and phase myself out and put him in more W situations. We're all aware of how Succession's working there. There's no question about it. So you may see him doing things I would normally do. Roll that. So any things people want to bring up now?
Will there be a switch in the Discord, or are we keeping this?
There'll be in the Discord. This one will get archived.
Oh, okay.
I'm already. We've cloned the server. We just need to transfer some things over. I'll get you guys into it once the rules are all set up. Once money's given me admin and, or ownership.
Anything else?
No,
Right.
I believe
In that
that's
case,
fine.
we can look at concluding this meeting. Tunde, next time you're at a meeting, bring food. If you do that in front of the men, I will shoot you. Snub, your lush locks are great, but you're an officer. Maybe try and tidy up a little bit if possible. That being said, I suppose you'll be at the mercy of Grievous going forward with that haircut.
Bald.
That's actually what we call the comrade beard. It is a finely trimmed and neat beard. Is what he
I
does.
wanted the longer version.
I thought the comrade beard was what.
Yeah,
was wearing.
that was actually a homeless man's wig. It was not a fucking beard.
Yeah. Right. Well, did a good talk. Let's let you guys off now. I've got some thinking to do where I'm going to take myself, but it's good to know that actually something of W will continue on Red Dead. With that, let's all look forward to the future. Thank you. You're all dismissed. If we just hold on to the Brigadier Prime Minister again. Thank you.
Thanks, Jenna. Grievous and Joker, we probably have some speaking to do.
We'll do that afterwards, though.
There's probably definitely.
Rifles and if you wish.
Can I jump through the window?
No.
Oh, it was worth a shot.
Break my window, I break
enjoy the
you.
rest of your night.
I'll bring you.
Pretty sure the fucker broke the window last time they were here.
If you're good at good breaking shit. Breaking their divisions is great.
What do you mean? We kidnapped rifles. We did.
Money, are you listening? You're just lurking.
What's up?
I'll shoot you a DM because I do want to take Saber up on that advice because I have heard some legendary stories on how good you are at getting information and also managing. So I do feel I've got a lot to learn from you if I do get put to PM.
Okay, just let me know what you need and I'll be there.
All right, I appreciate my dad.
Either one, I'm having a stroke, or two, I smell something. And then
Maybe both.
perhaps I can raise both my arms in the air. We're chilling.
You have a interesting few days ahead of you.
Sleepless ones, I would imagine. Yeah. So.
You're going to suffer what I suffered, and I'm going to enjoy every second of knowing you are.
That's great.
I'm deciding what to do.
The dialogue would definitely be appreciated. Yeah. The dialogue comes in clutch, can't lie.
That comes in clutch. Yeah, no, that was good. Warwolk, my talk of Warwolk, he's on Friday. FY. So I'll keep you in the loop how that goes. Yeah, my plan for myself, I'm probably gonna have a few people come along with me. I know a few who probably will. Not many. I'm not gonna say names just because I don't want to put a stigma on them. But we'll figure out when it opens. I'm not gonna go out jump. You're right.
Me?
Your character is having that stroking game.
I'm having a stroke in real life.
It looks like you can barely stand.
I just chilling, maybe eat something.
There we go. Much better. Yeah, my plan. I'll probably end up making a small unit somewhere, which would then grow into its own thing. Cause I'm not expecting big numbers. Maybe I'll be cheeky and I'll keep a little unit on Red Dead of a paramilitary group, which can always come in and assist if needs be.
Cool.
Actually, I wouldn't mind having an independent rangers. Truthfully, that sounds like quite a nice retirement. That is actually growing on me. Maybe this will be better. Either way, I'm gonna obviously talk to Nix and talk it through there. As I said, making sure whatever follows after is successful is my top priority. You know, as I said, we have disagreements, but I'm your ally on this one.
Yep.
Once the Warwolky stuff sorted and the plans in place, we'll get moving on it. We won't dawdle. But ideally, I'm kind of hoping Iron Company change their name first. I don't want to technically lose that war.
We're not gonna technically lose. They'll fuck off before any of this goes down.
Yeah. Anyway. No. Okay, I just want to say, just before we ended, you've done really well. I think not only should you be proud, but I think you should be proud around you of what you've achieved. You know, you started at the bottom. You started at a lower position than myself when I started. You started as provisional guardsman.
The rifleman.
And now you're about to potentially be a general. Or whatever the equivalent is.
No, probably still be general. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to be a general. That's not
commando.
really something I care for. That being said, make sure you keep your Imperial staff with some certain version of it.
Okay, thanks, boss, for the warning.
You done being distracted?
They're gone. They're gone.
Batter them. Batter them like a Mars bar.
Sorry, I'm back.
As I was saying, I advise you when you're planning your structure, have something similar to the Imperial staff. It's one of the most important tools as a leader.
Oh no, 100%. Yeah.
The advice that Money and you have gave to me and Nix has gave to me has been invaluable in my position, and I can't recommend it enough. Have something. But no, I'm with you every step to get you there, and then who knows, maybe I'll be assisting on the side after. That's the future to decide. For now, I shall let you.
You get over it. Ownership of that server money.
What's up? What's up?
You can make ownership.
Yeah, I will.
Nice.
Maybe you just want to hold you by the balls, you know, server. Anyway, right. I just want to have that bit talk, you know, at the end. Look, you're free to go. Just give it a good think tonight, yeah? Let's see it through.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. It's missed.
Yeah.
We weren't getting the officers, but to be honest, as I said, it is actually nice to see them united.
Yeah, to an extent, yeah. It's not bad.
I'm just making sure it's not going to be WA. No, we're going to totally help them build it, but it can't be WA.
No, it can't. I don't mind them like using their knowledge and time here, but it's not WE.
Yep. Right, next.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Fine.
Are you alright? You don't sound fine.
Yeah. Well, I'm somewhat ill enough
Is
to have a conversation, but yeah, I'm fine.
So it went as expected. All the officers want to stay, like vehemently want to stay.
Fuck off.
So that's fine. They will. I'm going to basically help them build their thing to make sure it's not WA. But I'll help them in that matter. Again, we're going to do it peacefully. When they do that, we're basically going to announce a split, and the members have the way to come our way or stay there. We have to decide who basically we want to try and get on our side. I know Turtle has already won. Buddy, work on getting that done. When you're ready, make the recommendation to me. Sure. But I'm here for Turtle with Commando.
I do agree, yeah. I'll make the recommendation. We got to get him a bit closer, I think, but I don't think that'll be difficult.
He plays lethal
with us. Yeah, that's his
We'll
way in.
Will Twist come along to the next project, or is he going to take some distance?
I think he's done.
He'll probably take distance, but he'll still hang out about. But he won't.
He's only staying in his position currently. It's basically a loyalty to the commandos and WA.
He's still commando though. He won't leave that, so he'll still be about. He's just not. Yeah. He's not.
I don't know what happened with Kicks. I hope Kicks stays, but
I asked Twist, and Twist said he was okay, but I don't really know what that means. We'll see.
Yeah, who knows? Charlie, you need to try and scout out people you think might be willing to come with us.
I can probably bring a couple dragoons. I highly doubt Vow would go with Grievous over us.
Yeah. We need to decide if we want to go GTO or Red Dead, and we decide fast. GTO or Red Dead?
I thought we were going to
GTA is going to be great. I'll be honest. Like, I rebought GTA because it's come off Game Pass, so I rebought it like half an hour ago. I've been playing around with the stuff, like the outfits, and like memories have been coming back to me. I'd absolutely be up for giving this a go and collaborating with Comrade again, perhaps. Like, I think we could really.
Comrade probably wants to do a Forger. GTA is gonna be a hard push. I might be able to make it happen, but he's shit.
Hey yo.
Sorry, let me Pat. I can't choke money out, so I dropped my controller.
I'm getting their server set up, and I'm sticking both Jeff and Carl in there, so we can randomly send random shit to their server.
Without any context of the server as well. That's great.
Yeah, we won't have any clue if it works or not. And if they delete it, we won't know.
Wait.
Randomly drop
could you technically put a backdoor in without him knowing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
As far
I don't know
as
why
could
he's
we
chosen
see,
me for
I
this.
don't know, but we
can
could
just,
definitely say it.
I'll just get a bot in there, and I'll just tell him it's a bot, and it'll just be my alt account. It'll be great.
Look, I'm happy to do either. Truthfully, GTA be a lot calmer. The trainings are a lot easier. Truthfully, Reforges like a whole lot of ops and shit. It's really fun, but you have to plan the ops and stuff. And you need to know what you're doing, which you take well.
I think we could. I think trying our hand at GTA is a good idea. And if it doesn't work out on GTA, like we just find, oh shit's dead, or oh we fucked it up, we can just brush it under the rug in the grand scheme of things and then go try our hand with Reforger. See if we can go infiltrate Hawk and Beast things and like do a little commando takeover.
Hawk and Beast they've been merged into Free Commando, which is so basically they used to be like a 20-man unit. They've now been forcibly merged into a 300-man server. That's how big Reforger gets. That's only one thing. Yeah. Reforge is big. And then if we did Reforge after that, well, are we going to do Modern? We're going to do Halo. So, Reforge has got like theme options.
Yeah, I think with like doing Modern or Halo, I feel like the moment the Halo mod breaks, the clan has to go on leave for like a month or two. But like with Modern, at least like if the mod you're using breaks, you can still do the Modern shit just differently, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, is this you
Yeah,
in this
I might
building,
be able.
Cyber?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I might be able to get comrades for